Thank you, everyone, for joining us today here at the Stretch Fusion at Levittown Public Library with Debbie. It is June 6th, approximately 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie.
All right, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday afternoon Stretch Fusion class. So good to see you all. And we will just start out with some gentle movements to warm up the body, some dynamic stretching. As always, our first rule is safety comes first. So if something hurts, if something doesn't work for you, omit it, don't do it, or do any kind of an alternative movement for that. So let's just start with a little bit of arm circles to warm up the joints, and then we're going to do some hip circles. So starting with the arms forward, just circle it around for 1 and 2. So we're going a little faster pace. Here's 3, 4. If your shoulders bother you, go smaller. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now reverse it around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. We're going to start a little bit with the hip joint. So make sure you hold on for this. You're taking that right leg. You're going to go over to the left, making 8 circles in either direction. And if anything bothers you, do less. So here we go, bringing it around for 1, as big as you safely can, and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now reverse the direction, go outwards and around for 1 and 2. Here's 3, that's 4, 5, here's 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. Good, taking it to the other side. We don't want to be lopsided. So take that left leg in towards the right and around for 1. Here's 2, 3, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and reverse out and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to start with a little bit of a march, more of a front motion. This also works our balance in addition to warming up the body, pumping the arms. And starting with that right leg, bring that knee up for 1 and 2. So we're going slow. Here's 3, which challenges you even more. Here's 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold your arms if you can for 1, 2, and if you need to, hold on. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dropping the elbows for 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding a little twist for 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 5. Challenging your balance. 6. Warming up the body. Here's 7, 8. Back to center. No twist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the fingers up if you can for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting a little cardio here. Here's 7, 8. Fold the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers down. Here's our last 8 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, I don't know about you, but my heart rate did go up a little bit. We have some of the bigger bones and muscles in our legs, and lifting them up and then bringing your arms up overhead makes the movements a little bit more intense. Even though we weren't running around or jumping, we're still challenging our body and working it. All right, so we're going to take it into a little bit of side movements, mermaid arms. Everything's going to be flowing until we get the body sufficiently warmed up, and then we'll start holding things a little bit longer. So the right hand is going to go underneath to the left hand is going to go over. We're just going to take it side to side, but at a nice flowing, gentle pace. So here we go, taking it over and other side, kind of reaching up and over, not just over, and taking it over for 2. And reach, just stretching whatever is safe for you to stretch. Here's 3, and bringing it up. And here's 4, taking it all the way right down into the hip. And here's 5. We are going to take it one more in each direction, taking it over for 6, and other side, and bringing it up. So from here, we're going to take it more in a forward motion, not a side motion. We're going to give ourselves alternating hugs. So we're going to start out with reaching the hands up, coming down and back, and then we'll alternate. So take a nice deep inhale up. Turn the palms away, exhale down, and reach all the way back. And now as you come forward, doesn't matter what arm is on top, just alternate. Give yourself a hug and then release. So we're taking this at a faster pace. All the way forward, reach all the way back to squeeze the blades together. And just reach it out. Floppy kind of arms. And just keep going. We only have a few more. So we're going to just do one more each side. And here comes our last one. All right, so we went to the sides, we went forward and back. We're going to do a little bit of a twisting, warming up the spine. And I call these a little more floppy arms, where your left hand is going to reach for that right hip, and the right hand is going to reach for the back, and we're just going to take it side to side. But as you twist, be mindful if you have any spine issues or anything that concerns you regarding the spine, then do things a little bit more gently. So here we go, starting with that left hand to the right. We're just going to flop it around, just like a kid, just flopping it around and taking it for 3 and 4. So we're going to go for a count of 8 here. Here's 5. And 6. Remember, if something hurts, don't do it. Taking it for 7. One more each side, and 8. And taking it back. So we're going to take it into a little bit of warming up the spine. We're going to do some hip tucks. So I'm turning sideways so that you can see we're just going to kind of tuck the hip and release, just taking it front and back like this, just that lower body, tucking and releasing. Then we're going to do something similar with the upper body. Then we're going to put the 2 together. So we're just going to do some hip tucks. We'll go for, go for 5 of each. So just tuck the hip and release, and 2. And if it does not feel good in your back, then don't do it. 3. Here's 4 and 5. So now we're going to do the upper body. So you're almost going to bring your shoulders up and around, but down, taking it over and up. Good. And 2 and bringing it up. Here's 3, stretching that upper back. Here's 4, one more, and 5, and bringing it up. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a roll down, articulating the spine all the way down with the hands coming down to the chair, almost to the point where your arms are going to be like this on the chair with your head on top. If you can't reach that far, then obviously don't do it. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale all the way up, bringing yourself over to the seat of your chair or to towards the floor. You don't have to go to the chair if you don't need to. Holding this position. So letting the chair support your back, but we're getting a nice little stretch in the back. And now we're just going to slowly roll it back up, arms coming up to the ceiling and over to the sides. We're going to do that 2 more times. Nice deep inhale up. Exhale, come over. Breathe normally, holding that position. Again, feeling that stretch
in a little bit of the lower back in a good way. And now slowly come all the way back up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the side. We're doing this one more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it over, articulating the spine. Breathe normally when you need to. Holding that position, getting a nice little stretch in the lower back. And slowly come up as you inhale up. And bringing the arms down to the sides. Getting that same kind of a stretch could involve, I mean, if you were lying in bed, bringing your knees into the chest, or we're not taking it to the floor. So this is the next best thing to get that lower back stretch, but still supporting the body. So now we're going to take it into upper lower at the same time, more like a yoga cat-cow. Option to place your hands on your thighs in this position, on the chair, on the back of the chair if you need to be a little bit more upright. So do what is best for you. So in this position, flat back, I'm going to tuck the hips as I push my upper back up, curling the spine, looking down between the feet. And now lift your chest, lift your tailbone, creating a little bit of an arch as long as that doesn't hurt your back. And again, tuck the hips, tuck the chin, push the back away, belly button in as if your belly button's pushing your spine away. And now slowly lift the chest, lift the tail with that little bit of an arch in the back. We're going to go one more time. Tuck the chin, tuck the hips, getting that little bit of a stretch in the whole back, the whole spine. And now slowly come back up, lift the chest, lift the tail, and now hopefully bring yourself all the way back up. All right, good job with that. So we're going to take your arms out to the side, and we're just going to take it over. If you feel you need the back of the chair or the whole chair, if coming down too far is not good for you, or sliding your hands down your legs. So some options there. We're going to go 3 times to the left and then 3 times to the right. If your arms get tired, lower them down. All right, here we go. Over to the left, just looking up at the hand that is higher to the ceiling if you can. Slowly come back up to that straight position. Over to the left again, taking it over. Again, bringing your hands wherever is safe for you. And slowly come back up. We're going to go one more time, taking it over to the left, looking up. Getting a nice stretch in that side there, coming back up. Now we're taking it over to the other side. So slowly come over, looking up, holding on to something if balance is an issue in this position. And bring yourself back up. 2 more times like that, taking it over, gazing up towards the sky. If that's not good for you, you can turn your head to look down if you need to. Slowly come all the way back up. 1 more time, taking it over to the side. And slowly bringing yourself back up and bringing the arms down. All right, we're going to go to a little bit of balance and a little coordination. So I bet you thought you got away with doing balance because you usually do it at the beginning, just switch things around a little bit. All right, so we're going to be taking that right leg up for 4. We're going to be holding that position. You can either hold on to the chair, hold on to your hips. Let's try for 6. I was going to be mean and do 8, but we'll go for 6. So here we are. Lifting that right knee up. So bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. Good. We're going to do it 2 more times. So come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. 1 more time. Come up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right.
It's also a good strength exercise for your calf and your ankle. I think about 3 or 4 months ago, I had twisted my right ankle, which facing you was on your left side. And just doing this kind of caused me to heal a little bit slower because it's constantly using it. So today feels good. So I don't want to push it. But anyway, let's take our right foot in front of the left. So it just shows how much strength you are using in your ankles by doing the balance test. All right, so we're just going to rock forward a little bit, lift your back heel. Think of a rocking horse. Rock back, the front of the foot comes up. Rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front of the front foot up. 2 more times, rock it forward. Rock back. Last time, rock forward. Rock back, both feet on the floor, but still on your tightrope. And we're going to bring that front foot behind. Don't just bring it behind. See if you can make a little bit of a bigger arch there, challenging your balance even more. Do it safe though, bringing it out and around, taking it behind and coming in front. And bring it behind again. And in front. 2 more times, take it behind. And front. 1 more time, behind. And front. We're going to tap the clock. So think of where the numbers are placed on a clock. 6 times back, 6 times front. Taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And feet are parallel. All right, so we're 50% there. So we're going to take it to the other side, lifting and holding, and then taking it through the rest. So here we go, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. 1 down, 2 to go. Bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good. 1 more. Bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good. That's the hardest one. It's out of the way. Take your left foot in front. Get back on your tightrope. And now on your rocking horse. So gentle, you don't have to go too far forward, but rock forward. That back heel comes up. Rock back, front foot comes up. Rock it forward. Rock back. 2 more times. Come forward. Come back. 1 more time. Come forward. Come back. Both feet flat on the floor. And see if you can take it into that little bit of a bigger arch. So bring it around. And bring it back. And again, take it around. And back. 2 more. Behind. And in front. Last one. Behind. And front. Now let's tap our clock 6 times for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And feet are parallel. All right. So we are going to take it into a little bit of coordination, moving the body. I know we do this a lot, but it is so important. I think my coordination happens to be pretty good just from my whole life. Playing the piano, you use both hands, you use your feet. Doing fitness classes, driving a manual transmission for over 20, 30 years. So the more you do things and challenge your body with moving your right, your left, your legs, and go in different directions, the more it helps you with your coordination. So we're going to take that right leg out to the left a little bit, hugging your imaginary tree. Right, left arm goes out, right leg comes out, 8 on one side, 8 on the other. So here we go, slowly come out for 1. This also challenges your balance. And 2. That's it. And 3. So definitely hold if you need to. And 4. Here's 5. 6.
Here's 7 and 8. Good, taking it to the other side. And here we go, bring it out for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So we're going to alternate it. So if you feel that you do need to hold on, you may want the chair in front of you so that you can come back to the chair as we're alternating. Just might be a little safer if you feel you need it, just a suggestion. All right, so we'll start with, as always, the left arm, right leg starts us off. Here we go, taking it to the side for 1. Here's 2. That's 3. 4. Here's 5. 6. 7. 1 more. And 8. All right, good job with that. All right, we're gonna do one, I think maybe two last things before we then have a seat. We are going to climb our imaginary rope, reaching all the way up to the sky. You're gonna start out with your hands, just a light fist here. The right hand is gonna reach up and pull down, and then the left hand. So reach all the way up with the right, pull it down and left. Good, taking it for 2, almost a slight little bend there, and reach. Taking it for 3, just stretching out the body and reach. Here's 4 and reach. 4 more counts, taking it for 5, really stretch, like your fingers can touch the ceiling. Here's 6 and other side, 2 more. Here's 7 and reach, 1 more each side, taking it for 8 and other side and taking it down. So we are going to stretch a little bit about the front of the thighs into our hip flexors. I like using the back of the chair for that. So you can just stand behind your chair, I'll move sideways. So I'm going to step my right leg pretty far back. My chair is positioned so I'm not leaning towards it. My body's up nice and tall. My head's at the top. My legs are the bottom of the triangle. So now without twisting or doing anything, a very small movement, I'm pushing my back hip or my right hip forward a little bit, feeling the stretch into the hip, into the front of the thigh. If you don't have knee issues, or if you've done this with me before, where you're bending your knees a little bit, if it works fine, then go ahead and do it. If that's an issue, stay exactly where you are. As you deepen that stretch, you're stretching out, you're pulling the muscle a little bit more, getting a deeper stretch there. At any time, you need to come out of it if it's too much for you. Not every stretch we do is appropriate for every person, so we need to know which ones are good for us and which aren't. So now I'm just going to slowly straighten back up. I'm going to lower my back heel, now getting a stretch in the calf into that ankle area. And now I'm just going to fold my body in half, aiming my forehead or nose, however far away the chair is. As I'm leaning down, I'm getting a stretch now in the back of my front leg. Keeping my back as flat, the head in alignment with my spine. And now slowly coming back up. We are going to switch our positions. Now the other leg, our left leg is back. Take a nice giant step back. Slightly push your hip forward, getting that stretch. We hold a lot of tension in our hips and we need to release that. Dropping a little bit lower if you know that it's okay for you, holding that position. Still keeping that hip forward if you can. Now you're going to slowly straighten up. If your legs were bent, lower the back heel as close to the floor as you can. Get that stretch in the calf. And keep your upper body flat, hinge at the hips, lower down. As you're coming down, you're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of your front leg, holding that position. And slowly come back up. And we were going to have a seat. We earned that. We've been standing for a little bit. So take a sit if you haven't taken one in this first part of the class. Water is so very important for us. It's really important to keep ourselves hydrated. So we are going to take it into a little bit of a coordination, bringing the arms up, out to the sides and down, and then eventually alternating those movements. So we're just going to come back to the shoulders each time. If coming here is not good for you, then just bring your hands as close. Again, safety always is our rule number one. So we're going to reach up twice. So here we go, bringing it up for up and again up. Reach it forward, front to the sides. Reach out like you can touch the walls on each side and out. Reach down to the floor like you can touch the floor, down and down, up to the ceiling. Nice big stretch up and up to the front. Now reach out, kind of curving your back a little bit. Reach to the sides, all the way out. And now reach to the floor, taking it down. We're going to go faster now, both hands, taking it up and up to the front and front to the sides, out and out to the floor, taking it down. And now super fast, bringing it up, front, sides to the floor for 2. All right, so we're still going to do that up, but now our arm's going to be doing a little different, starting with that left arm. So it's going to be up, front, side, down. We'll slow that down to start. So here we go, starting with that left arm, taking it up and up front. Reach front, side, reach as if you can touch the walls. Reach down, taking it down and down, up again, reach up and up front, reach front and front, side to the side and side, down, taking it down and down a little faster, up, front, side, down, faster yet, up, front, side, down and down. All right, so we got a little arm workout, we got a little brain workout. We're going to take it into some basic kind of strengthening body sculpt movements, but we're going to be stretching at the end of them. So we're going to do a regular shoulder press, reaching up, but we're going to take it with our side bend. We've done these before. So this is a goal post. It's like the football field goal post. My head's the football going through. All right. So we're just going to reach it up, go over to the left, reach down to the floor, one hand, come all the way back up, elbows drop down. Same thing over to the other side. Reach it up, over to the right, bringing it back up, elbows down, and over to the left again. Reach up and over and up and down and up to the right and over, up and down. One more each side. Reach it up to the left and up and down, taking it up to the right, bringing it up and down. So now in this position, I'm bringing my arms a little bit more like the goalpost. And we are just going to rotate so that the forearms are parallel to the floor. And we're just going to reach all the way out and come back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach out and squeeze. 3 more, reaching out and squeeze, almost like I'm doing a cat-cow. Reach out and squeeze. Let's go for 1 more, reaching out and squeeze. And now just ease up on the squeeze, and you're just going to lower your elbows down, bring them back up, lower them down. We're going for 5 and up. Then we're going to put the movements together, taking them down and up. Last one, taking them down and up. So we're not going to go forward, but we're going to squeeze, come even, lower, and lift. So here we go. Squeeze and come even, lower down and lift with a squeeze and release and lower and lift. 3 more with a squeeze. And if that's too many, do less and lower and lift. Last 2, squeeze and release, lower and left. 1 more with a squeeze and release, lower and lift, and bring the arms down. So from here, we're just going to reach out, not too high. So just reach it out, bring the elbows just back to where they were. Reach it out and take it back. 3 more, reach out, taking it back, 2 more, reach out, back, last one, reach out, and bringing it back. All right, so we have our hands to our sides. We're gonna take a nice deep inhale, pray our hands overhead, so inhale up. Exhale, come to the center of the chest. Breathe normally. You're gonna rotate your fingers towards me. We're gonna hold that there a little bit. So we're gonna start holding things a little bit longer. Ideally, we should be holding 30 to 60 seconds. Now, 30 seconds may not seem like a lot, but if you're sitting there holding a stretch, you're gonna wonder like, oh my, when is this gonna be over? And now slowly come all the way up and over towards yourself if you can, but don't force it if that's not good for you. Keep them up towards the ceiling if this is too awkward. Hold it if you can. You should never feel pain while stretching. Mild tension is what we're striving for, but never pain. And now fingertips back up towards the ceiling. If you can interlace your fingers, flip your palms towards me, slowly reach out. You're stretching out your hands. If holding your arms up here is not good for you, then reach in a downward position. So again, do what is best for you. Stretching out our hands, stretching out our fingers, which is good if you do any crafting or anything that requires tedious work with your hands, whether it's crocheting, whether it's knitting, whether it's doing bead work or whatever, sewing. You're stressing your hands and stretching is very, very good. So bringing them all the way back in. We're going to take it a little bit deeper now. We've done these before. It's bringing that right hand out like you're saying stop. You're going to gently bring the fingers back. Immediately you feel that stretch into the hand and into that forearm, holding that position. We can even take this a little deeper, provided you don't have any issues with it. Stay here if this is good for you. If you want that deeper stretch, flip your palm up, bring the fingers down, kind of extending the arm out straight, but don't lock your elbow. We never want to lock or snap our joints. And then just releasing that hand. Let your hand just flop over. Taking the left hand with gentle, gentle pressure on the back of the right hand. And again, I'm holding it up a lot so that you can see. If you need to go lower, go lower. We don't want to strain anything. So now let's take it over to the other side. You're going to take that left hand, starting out like you're saying stop. Right hand gently brings the fingers back, feeling the stretch in that underside of the forearm. Holding that position. Ease up if it's too much. If you want even more, turn your palm up. Gently bring the fingers down, straightening out the arms a little bit if you can. You can also come in a downward position if holding your arm up here is a little bit tiring. We're doing this to feel good, not to stress ourselves out. And you can release that hand, let the hand just flop, taking the right hand at the back of the left. Very gentle pressure, nothing too crazy. And releasing that hand. We're going to take it into a little bit of a shoulder stretch. We'll start with a gentle shoulder stretch, which is similar, the same thing as when we were doing the hugs, but we're not going to be alternating and we're not going to be doing that very quickly. So you're bringing your hands to the sides. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. They don't touch overhead. So inhale up, palms face each other. Turn the palms away as you exhale. Breathe normally, reach down and back, open up the chest. Now slowly float your arms forward. The right arm is higher than the left. Reach for your opposite shoulders. Give yourself a nice big hug. Hold that position. If you don't have shoulder issues and if it does not feel bad for you, reach as far as you can. I'm actually reaching for my shoulder blades, but don't strain anything or force anything. Slowly lower your chin if you can. Lift the elbows a little bit, again, only if it doesn't strain. Then just lower the elbows, lift the chin. Slowly release your arms, reach all the way back, let them float all the way back, open up the chest. And you're coming forward, this time that left arm will be higher than the right. Reaching for your opposite shoulders again. Holding that position, stretching out the shoulder. Dropping your chin, if you can, lifting the elbows. Lowering the elbows, lifting the chin, and releasing the arms. We're going to open up the chest a little bit, but then we'll be doing a little bit of a deeper shoulder stretch. So to open up the chest, your arms are going to come up, come down and back. You're going to reach for the back of the chair and reach forward. So inhale all the way up. Turn the palms away, exhale. Breathe normally, reach for the back of the chair if you can, otherwise just the hands come to the floor. I'm leaning a little bit forward, opening up the chest. For an even deeper stretch, you can try interlacing your fingers behind your back and reaching down. If that stresses out your shoulders or your elbows, then don't do it, just stay in a position that is safe for you. And slowly bringing yourself back up, releasing the arms. We're going to take it into a deeper shoulder stretch. If bringing your arm out and across is too much for you, you can take that right arm and just give yourself a one arm hug there, holding that position. So that is a little bit of a modification for the next stretch that we're going to do, which does go a little bit deeper. So you can take your right arm out to the side. Slowly come towards the center, left hand palm up, reach for the forearm, bring that straight arm across your chest. If you want that deeper stretch, take that right hand and slide it to the center of the left arm and let that left arm grab that arm. If that's too much for you, go back to the forearm or do the one arm hug, just keeping that right arm on that left shoulder. Holding that position. And if you're holding a stretch for a while and you think you want to go a little bit deeper, the safe way to do it is typically to take a nice deep breath, and then when you exhale, to go deeper on the stretch. A little bit more if you're on the floor and you're trying to come down or bring your body over in a wide stretch like that. You would eat to relax the body, you would exhale into your stretch. And now bring that right arm forward, help it come up. Reaching forward, you don't have to go all the way up. You can just bend at the elbow here if you want and stay there. If that's awkward, just lower it down. Otherwise, bring that elbow up, holding that position, and even deeper, a little bit different stretches coming up and over if you can reach that. Otherwise, stay with your arm in the front. Also taking it into a little bit of a side bend. So if coming up here is a strain, just keep holding from the front. And bringing yourself all the way up, lowering the arm down. So we'll take it to the other side, taking that left arm out to the side. Slowly coming towards the front, reaching for that forearm, guiding it across your body, holding that position. Staying here if that suits you. Deeper stretch coming into the center of the arm. Let that right arm just grab that left arm, holding it in there. Feeling that nice stretch. Holding that position. Everybody looks so serious, focusing on their stretches. And to get that back of the arm stretch, which is the tricep, the back of the arm, you can take that left arm forward. Slide the right arm to the center of the arm, bringing it up or wherever you can reach, reaching for your shoulder. And you could stay here or come up and over and taking it into the side bend. Or you can take it in this position with the side bend. Or you can even just reach the arm down. There's so many different ways that we can do it. Any kind of stretches. And just bringing yourself all the way up
and bringing the arms down. All right, we're gonna take it into a little bit of the neck area, the head, stretching that out. So we're going to keep your chin level, keep your shoulders level, so we don't want to lean or tilt. And you're gonna look all the way over that right shoulder as far as you can without forcing. Almost lining your chin up, not quite, but lining it without forcing it as much as you can. Holding that position. And slowly just come to the front. We're gonna go to the same side again, and then you're gonna slowly lower and lift your chin 3 times. So look all the way over that right shoulder again. Slowly lower the chin down as if you're tapping your collarbone, looking down towards the floor. Slowly come back up to a level position. We're not lifting the chin, just making it level. Slowly look down again. And bring that chin back up to that neutral position. We're going to take it down one more time, holding it there. And slowly come back up, looking towards the center. Now the same thing over on the other side. So look all the way to the left without twisting your body. Get that range of motion as far as you safely can. Coming back to the center. We're going to look all the way over again. This time we will be doing our chin drop. So look all the way over. Slowly lower your chin down towards your collarbone. Feel the stretches in the back of your neck. If it doesn't feel good, then come out of it. Don't do it. Slowly lift back up. Be mindful if one side's tighter than the other. Slowly lower down. Holding that position. And come back up. One more time, lower down. And come back up. And look towards the center. So we're going to do a few neck rolls. We're going to be taking it from the right to the left. So we're going to take it looking right, left, center, left, right, center. So we're going to stop in the center each time, not just going side to side. So look all the way over to the right. Drop your chin, slowly roll it across your chest from right to left. Then look to the center. Now look all the way over to the left. Drop your chin, roll it across your chest all the way to the right. And look back to the center. And now without leaning, don't let the whole body go over to the side. Just lower that right ear to the right shoulder. Holding that position. For an even deeper stretch, you can try lowering your left arm towards the floor. A little bit deeper is coming out to the side. If that's too much, lower it back down. You can try taking the right fingertips at the left temple if you know that that is safe for you to do, if you don't have neck issues. Otherwise, just stay in the position you were in. And for even deeper, you can try taking the left arm behind your back. Now, even if you're not tilting your head over, if you don't have your hand there, you can still place the hand behind the back for a deeper stretch. And if your hand is behind the back, release the hand behind the back, release the hand at the head. If it's there, bring your head up slowly. And now take that left ear over to the left shoulder, holding that position. Lowering that right hand towards the floor or a little bit out to the side. Left fingertips at that right temple. And that's optional. Taking that hand behind the back. Holding that position. And if your hand is behind your back, release the hand behind the back. Release the hand at the head. Slowly bring your head up. And I think one last thing regarding the neck, you're just gonna slowly just drop your chin. Don't lean forward, just lower the chin to the neck. And if you want to deepen that stretch, you can take one hand and lightly push down on the back of the head. You don't want to go too much. And releasing the hand behind the head, slowly bringing your head up. So we're going to move on to a little bit of lower body with the legs. I'm going to move this because I will kick it. We're going to get into a little bit of a wide leg movement. If you have hip issues, be mindful and do what's safe for you accordingly. We're just going to be pushing the thighs back, feeling that stretch, and then releasing. So we're going to do that 3 times with a press back and hold and release. One more time, press back and hold. Keeping that stretch if you can. If that's not good for you, then ease up. Flat back, I'm just lowering my chest towards the floor. By doing that, I'm actually pushing a little bit more in my thighs just from the position of my body. Now I'm going to dip my right shoulder towards the floor. So I'm twisting a little bit. Getting a little bit of a deeper stretch in that lower back in a good way. If it doesn't feel good for you, then ease out of it. Now I'm taking it to the center again. Now I'm going to lower that left shoulder towards the floor. Rotating that body a little bit. Coming back to the center. I'm just going to roll myself all the way back up. And now we're going to bring our arms out to the side. We're going to take it side to side 4 times. And on the final one, we're going to hold those a little bit more. So taking it to the right first with the forearm on the thigh, reaching up. Taking it over to the other side. So we're just flowing into it as we reach side to side, taking it over for 2. And back up, other side. Taking it over for 3. And bringing yourself back up. So we're going to be holding the next one, taking it over for 4, holding that position. Do what's safest for you. If you can reach the right arm towards the floor, you don't have to touch, just reach it, straighten it out, or keep it on the thigh if you need that support. If you want it a little easier, the hand behind the leg is easier than the hand in front. And you always have the option to keep the hand on top of the thigh. We're going to take it over to the other side. So we're holding this one, starting out with the arm on the thigh. And from there, just go to where it is safe for you. Front of the leg, behind the leg, keep it on the leg. And slowly bring yourself back up. Bringing the arms down, bringing those legs a little closer together. All right, so we're going to stretch out the back of the leg. We're going to take that right leg, bring it out with the heel down, toe up. So be mindful if you're leaning forward that you don't roll with the ends of the chair a little bit rounded. And I'm just going to lean forward. Don't put any pressure on that straight leg. We don't want to stress out the joints. If you can reach towards the foot or the floor, wherever you can safely reach without straining anything or having risk of falling, holding that position. And if you are pretty far down, you can take that left hand on the left thigh, use that leg, both arms to push yourself up so you're not straining the lower back. Now in this position, you may have to let a little weight off of your heel, but you're just going to lower your foot all the way down to the floor, stretching out the front of that ankle area. We're just going to flex it again, holding it there. Straightening it out again.
And just sliding that leg back in. We're gonna go into our figure 4 stretch. You should know what that is by now, either crossing at the ankle or bringing the leg on top. So if coming up is a problem, just keep it down in this position. That's quite all right. Otherwise, bring your leg up. And if you don't have hip issues and you're okay with putting a little bit of pressure on the inner thigh, you're opening up the hip a little bit, but don't do it if that's not good for you. And now just leaning forward while I'm pressing down on the inner thigh, I'm getting a nice stretch in the glute area, the outer hip glute area right here by coming down in this position. Those of you who are even more flexible, who are able to reach up and over, putting a little bit more weight. And if you are way down here and you're concerned about coming up, you can take your hands, place them on your calf, use your arms to bring the body up. And for a little bit of a side twist, I'm going to take my left hand in the center of the right thigh, press against that leg for leverage as you twist, almost lining your body up, looking over to the right. So your shoulders are going right, but your hips are going straight ahead. And bringing your body forward. We are going to do some ankle circles, 5 circles, big and slow, all the way around for 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Now reverse it around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can bring that leg down. So the next thing that we do, if this is not for you, you can stay seated. And we are going to be doing some side bends, but I am going to first bring my right leg down to this towards the floor. I'm going to scoot over a little bit towards the right of the chair so that just my left leg is there. Again, you can stay right here or bring that leg back. And if you're able to straighten out the leg without feeling anything in the lower back, go into a position that is not hurtful for you. While in this position, you can take that right arm, bringing it up and over. Just by doing that, I'm creating even longer line, pulling a little bit more, stretching that hip area and the front of the thigh. I'm going to bring my body back up, and I'm going to take my right hand, reaching for the edge of the chair with a little bit of a twist. Be mindful going into it that you don't over twist. And slowly coming back up, carefully bring that leg back out. And we're going to take it to the other side. So you're going to take that left leg, heel down, toe up with that flex, reaching towards your foot, stretching out the back of the leg. Again, whatever you do, make sure it's safe. Reaching towards the floor. Again, you've been doing these long enough to know what your limits are and how far you can go. And to safely come up, you can try placing the right hand in the center of the right thigh, slowly bringing yourself back up using your arms, not your lower back. And now in this position, I'm just going to flatten my foot down so that it's all on the floor. Holding that down, stretching out the front of the ankle, the top of the ankle. And now slowly coming all the way back up with a flex. And easing up, bringing that leg in. We're going to take it to our figure 4 stretch. Either crossing at the ankle or on top. Placing your hand on the inner thigh, pressing down. Again, only if that is good for you. I'm going to slightly lean forward while I'm pressing down, getting that glute stretch. And for that even deeper stretch, reaching up and over. And to safely come up, I'm gonna place my hands on my calf and use my arms to bring me up. And taking that right hand in the center of the left thigh, use the leg for leverage as I twist so that my body is facing left, but my hips are still front. And bringing myself facing forward. We're gonna take those ankle circles, big and slow, 5 times around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now reverse around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're gonna take it over to that left side of the chair with the leg coming down. So however you ended up modifying, if you needed to modify for a way that suits you, bringing that leg back, pressing my hip forward, kind of like what we were doing when we were standing. We're gonna take that left arm up and over, reaching all the way over. Feeling that stretch into the hip area. And slowly coming back up. Taking that left arm now, reaching for the edge of the chair as I twist. And slowly coming back to the center. And we're going to take it into some knee hugs. So your knee hug can be a matter of hugging at the back of the thigh, just bringing yourself in and holding that. Or a full hug will be hugging that knee all the way in, holding that position. So we are going to do that 3 times, and we're going to be holding them progressively longer. So if you can, bring the arms to the side, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale as you bring the knee in or under the thigh, whatever's safest for you, holding it there. Make sure you're breathing though, don't hold your breath. Holding that position, tucking your chin, tucking your hips. And now slowly releasing the leg. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Nice deep inhale to start. Exhale as you're hugging the knee in. Breathe normally, holding the position. And release the leg, hugging it back. 1 more time like that. Inhale to start. Exhale, bring the knee in. Breathe normally, holding that position. And releasing that leg. Now taking it to the other side. So take that nice inhale to start. Exhale, hug the knee in. Hold the position, but breathe. Releasing the leg, bringing the arms down 2 more times like that. Inhale to start. Exhale, hug. Hold the position. One last time, releasing the leg, bringing the arms down to the side. Take a nice deep inhale to start. Exhale, hug it in. Breathe normally. And release the leg. And we're going to take our final breaths by placing our feet parallel, fingers facing forward. As we inhale, you're going to be lifting your heels, lifting the hands. The eyes will look up, but we're not lifting our chin up. And as we exhale, everything comes down. So inhale up, heels up, hands up, eyes look up to the ceiling. Exhale, turn the palms away, lower the heels, lower the hands, the eyes look down to the floor. One last time, inhale up, everything comes up, the hands, the heels, the eyes. Exhale, everything comes down, the hands, the heels, and the eyes. All right, thank you so much. Glad the rain has helped off a little bit. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Thank you.